Yo, YouTube, you already know what to do. It's your favorite boy on the freaking tube, coming back to y'all with another lit story time. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, what's up with y'all boys? I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen y'all in a minute, but I've been sick. But enough of that talking. We finna get straight into this video. Without that being said, make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, we on the road to 1K. I ain't gonna lie, I've been saying that for a year now. But hey, this is cool though. It's cool. As long as y'all messing with the story times and stuff like that, we cool. Alright? But make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, alright? Road to 1K, alright? So Pete, let me give y'all a little background story or whatever, right? So boom, I'm in the 12th grade. I'm doing public interviews or whatever, right? And I did this one particular public interview. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it was because y'all might end up seeing that jump. But if y'all see it, y'all see it. Feel me? So boom, I did this one public interview or whatever, right? If I tell y'all the question, y'all gonna end up seeing that shit. So I can't tell y'all. So peep, I end up asking a question to these two girls or whatever, right? And they gave me like a funny reaction or whatever. I'm like, they low key cool. Like I could low key fuck with them. I could low key put them in some more videos or whatever, right? So that's low-key how we met. So now that y'all got that fresh in y'all mind, keep that in mind or whatever, right? It's 12th grade. I'm doing public interviews, this and that. And I decide, you know what? Let me do this one public interview, right? So boom, it's lunchtime or whatever. And I go ahead, I go outside and I do my videos outside. So I go outside and I'm like, yo, y'all trying to be in the video or whatever, right? And they're like, all right, cool, what's the video about? I tell them about the video and they go ahead and get in the video or whatever, right? After the video done, after I'm done shooting, I'm like, yo, let me get y'all Instagram so I can put y'all in the intro. Cause usually what I like to do, I like to put people in the intro and I just tag them on my Instagram. So I said it, I was like, oh, let me get your Instagram, this and that. And out of the two girls, cause it was two of them, but this one particular girl, she was like giving me like more energy or whatever, right? And I ain't low-key peep at first, but she was low-key like throwing signs. She was low-key like hitting on me or whatever, this and that, right? So boom, let me describe how she looked, right? So just think of this. Think of Lizzo, but like a little more compressed, all right? I ain't gonna lie, shout out to the big girls. I'm not hating on the big girls personally. I probably will fuck with one, but I'm just describing how she look, all right? So boom, just think of her like a Lizzo, but like a little compressed or whatever. She had like a little stomach on her, like everything. I can't lie, everything like matched up evenly. Like it was nothing like out of shape. I would say like out of shape, but everything like matched evenly. Like she had a little stomach, but the stomach matched evenly with the butt, and then the face matched evenly with the stomach. You feel what I'm saying? So everything's like proportional. So after I got her Instagram, a couple of days later, I went on my Instagram and I posted it. So boom, I tagged her. And she ended up seeing the video and she like, oh, this is funny. I'm gonna send it to my best friend or whatever. So she like, oh, let me get your number just in case you want me to put me in. You want me to put you in more videos, this and that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll give you my number. There's nothing really too major about giving me my fuck. It's not really nothing too major about me giving her my number. I'm cool with it, but mind you, y'all gotta keep this in mind. I was talking to somebody. I have a girl, but I was talking to somebody, right? So let me describe the girl for y'all. The girl I was talking to, she wasn't really all that or whatever. Like she was bad, but she was one of those bad girls who just good. Like a good bad girl, you feel what I'm saying? She was about her schoolwork and she go home, she do her schoolwork, she'll probably FaceTime you a couple hours and then after that she going to sleep probably like 8 o'clock in the, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want that in my life. So boom, this one day the girl texts me or whatever, right? She like, oh, you need to put me in some more videos. I look good. I made your video go up, this and that. Usually, I don't know why girls be doing that, but they say video doing good. They think it's them. They think it's them. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just something with the girl mentality. Feel what I'm saying? I know y'all boys seen that shit. So anyways, I'm like, nah, you funny. I'll definitely put you on some more videos, So after that, the conversation low-key started tracking on, getting sidetracked to something else, right? So she asked me how old I am, what grade I'm in, this and that, And me personally, I like trolling. I don't really like telling people my age. So I told her, I was like, oh, I'm 16, I'm in the 10th grade or whatever, right? So she like, oh, you don't look 16, you look cute or whatever for a 16-year-old, this and that. Just telling me like some random horny shit, whatever. I think she was in the mood or something, I don't know. You know, big girls, every time of the day is the time for them. I can't lie about that. So peep, she over here telling me like, oh, like you really in 10th, like I can't believe this and that, Or I'm like, yeah, I'm in 10th, And she like, oh, are you a virgin? Straight off the rip. I can't lie about this. I cannot lie. Bro, y'all don't believe me? Hold on. She said, is you a virgin for real? Hold on. Hold on. Focus, bro. Focus. It's not focusing. She's like, is you a virgin for real? Because I'm 16 and I told her I wasn't really doing that. I'm just straight to my books. I'm lying. I'm lying because she not really my type. So I'm really not trying to, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to really fuck with her like that. So I'm just lying to her. I'm just playing around with her or whatever, right? She asked me, she like, oh, would you ever lose it in the car? And I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? Yo, I'm like, what the fuck is she on, yo? Cause mind you, we never had this type of conversation before. We probably like, maybe like a month and some change into getting to know each other or whatever, right? So boom, I'm like, damn, like what the fuck is this girl on? Like she on the freaky, she a freaky little girl, right? I'm like, I mean, it really don't matter, whatever, this and that. And she like, oh, okay, that's good to know, this and that. So boom, the conversation ends. Now it's the next day. I see her at school and I'm like, yo, what's up? This and that. I dap her up and I keep it pushing because I got another interview to do or whatever, right? I end up doing another interview and she ended up being in that same interview or whatever, right? So now it's like we low-key getting closer because she fucking with the videos. She want to be in the videos more and I'm low-key messing with her because if a supporter want to support me, I'm going to end up getting to know them and fucking with them or whatever. After that day go by, I get done with the interview and we end up texting later that day. And y'all, she gets straight to the point. She gets straight to the point or whatever, right? She like, what's your favorite sex position? And I'm like, bro, in my head, I'm just thinking, I'm like, damn, like, am I giving her mixed signals? Like, what's up with this girl? Like, she on that freaky type time. And mind y'all, it was 6 o'clock p.m. Mind you, the daylight was still out. The sun was still bright and early. The sun was as bright as my jacket. That's how daylight it was, yo. And I'm like, yo, like, I hope I'm not giving this girl the wrong impression, right? That's when, around this time, I was going on a trip, so I had to go out of town. And I told her, I'm like, yo, I'm finna be out of school. I gotta go on the trip, this and that. And she like, let me give you something before you go. And I'm like, what you mean by that? And she like, come by my house and you'll see.
What do you mean by that?
Talking about she gotta give me something before I go. I'm like, whoa. What the, like, what could she possibly be talking about, honestly? Like, what can she honestly be talking about? Cause I don't know. She know, but I don't. What, do y'all know? Do y'all know? Cause I don't. Mind you, for all I know, she probably be talking about some food or whatever. So boom, this is where this shit get juicy. She like, come by my crib and I'll show you what I got for you before you go. I need to know that shit now, bitch. So boom, she like, oh, let me give you some boppage before you go. I'm like, oh shit. Yo, I'm like, yo, you funny. Basically, I'm just trolling her. I'm letting her down easy. Cause I'm thinking she just playing around with me. Cause we was never on that type of timing. I don't know. She probably just fucked with me like that. She probably seen the dread and she like, damn, I gotta see what he up to. Feel me?
Yeah, you see it, huh?
So boom, I'm just thinking, I'm like, yo, like, is this girl really for real? Like, she trying to set me up? Like, I'm like, all this going through my head, cause I'm like, yo, like, what the hell she talking about? She trying to, you know? So I'm just thinking. I'm like, nah, you playing, this and that. I'm basically letting her down easy. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna go. And she like, what boy turns down head? And I'm like, shit, I'm basically just laughing. I'm trolling her. I'm like, me. Cause, you know, I didn't think she was serious. And mind you, I didn't really want to go over it because I'm thinking she gonna set me up or whatever, right? But boom, the next day go by and I end up going out of town or whatever, right? So we stopped texting. I'm out of town for like a week or so. So I get back in town or whatever, right? And I text her, I'm like, yo, I'm back in town, this and that, I'm just letting her know that I'm back. Just so she don't think like, you know, I came back, I ain't tell her. Cause you know, girls be moving funny when you don't tell them stuff or whatever, right? I get back in town or whatever, right? And she like, you want some head? And I'm like, bro, like, stop playing around. Like, I'm honestly thinking she joking when she's saying this, cause it's like she's saying it so calm. Like, she just said it off the rip. Hold on, I can show y'all right now. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna just put a screenshot up. Right? So boom, I'm like, airhead. She like, never mind, with a laughing emoji, right? And I'm like, I'm funny, ain't it? She like, that's your problem. You think everything a joke. I'm like, shut up. She put a annoying face or whatever, right? And I'm like, what's your problem? She like, you pissing me off. She like, what nigga turned down head? And in my head, I'm just thinking, I'm like, bro, it's like, she really not serious or whatever, right? So I'm like, let me see what she really about or whatever, right? So I text her. I'm like, oh, I feel like you playing. So she sent me the address, yo. She sent me the fucking address. I'm like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
She really on that type timing. Lizzo do not play. After she sent me the address, I call her to see if this shit real. I call her, I'm like, yo, like, you really serious about this and that? She like, I sent you the address, ain't it? I'm like, oh, I mean, you sent me the address, but that could mean anything. Like, that's probably somebody else's house. Whatever, this and that. I'm basically just trying to catch her bluff. Whatever, right? So, boom, she like, if that's somebody else's address, come to it and see what happened. I'm like, oh, fuck. This girl got me in a fucking chokehold. So, y'all, it's like, do I show up and possibly get the boppage? Or do I just leave it at that? I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, oh, damn. Like, what do I do, right? I go to sleep or whatever, right? Next day, she asked me the same question. She like, oh, what you doing? I'm like, I'm not really doing nothing. Mind you, this is like, probably like around like maybe 7, 8 o'clock p.m. or whatever. So she like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. She like, you want to come over later when I get off? I'm like, oh, shit. And do what? And she like, oh, I'm gonna smoke and then we just gonna chill, whatever. Mind you, I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. But I was just trying to see what she was up to at this point. So she like, come at 2. And mind y'all, I'm still in school, so my curfew probably like 12, 11:30 around that time. So I can't leave at 2. I cannot leave at 2. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get my ass whooped if I leave at 2. Feel me? So boom. She like, if you want to come at 2. I get off work late, but you could come at 2, whatever, right? So I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, fuck, like, what do I do? Do I honestly go over there and possibly see what she up to? Or do I just stay at home another day, right? So in my head, I'm like, fuck, bro. Oh, I gotta turn the red lights on for this. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I'm just thinking in my head, like, fuck. But then I realized, I'm like, you only live once. Live once. You know what I did? 2 o'clock hit. I went straight to her house.